Nandito po kami ngayon sa Oak Mountain to celebrate our first year of being together.
It's less than half a mile,
As husband and wife, but I'm not that confident.
I'm not that confident about what?
About being a wife. So I think I'm not a good wife.
You are a good one.
I'm not good enough for you.
You're too good for me.
Too good to be true. Well, anyway, we are here to celebrate. Kasi wala naman kami masyadong budget na malaki. So, maganda rin naman yung tanawin dito kasi fall season na, and as you can see, ay makita ninyo kung gaano nagcha-change yung kulay ng mga dahon ng kahoy, punong kahoy. So what trees are these?
You got several different trees here. This is a white oak.
White oak. But most trees here are oaks.
Yeah, that right there is a big water oak. I mean, what's the type of oak? I'll remember it in a minute. Okay. I can't remember the name of it. This is also an oak tree. That right there is a dogwood tree, the little one.
What?
Yeah, it's a dogwood tree. The one that's got the stick stuck in the top. That's dogwood.
A dogwood?
Yep. That's the type of tree that Jesus was crucified on.
How did you know? How do you know?
Right there's a sweet gum. That's a sweet gum next to it. That's a hickory tree. A hickory tree.
Hickory.
Yeah. I knew I said that one, right?
Okay, so I think I haven't formally introduced him to all of you guys. What's your name?
My name is Josh.
His name is Josh. He is 39 years of age. Still young. And I am Rhyme, and I'm 30 years old. Okay, so we met at an online dating site. That was late 2016, right?
Yes, late 2016.
How did we start talking?
You thought I was Arab.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna show you his picture. The one that he posted, his profile online. And I think you will think that he was an Arab too.
I'm not Arab.
But then he said, when I asked him, he said that, no, I'm an American. And I just kept talking to him. By the time I was, I really thought of leaving the site, maybe for the meantime, because I got a job abroad. So ayoko ng maraming mga problema or troubles. So yun. But he kept on talking, kept on chatting, and wala akong ginagawa kundi mag-reply lang sa mga na-chat niya sa akin. And what happened again?
We started talking.
Started talking.
And I said that I would come see you in Taiwan the next year.
Yeah, I got a job in Taiwan the time that was 2017. I had to leave my office job in the Philippines. And
So we will talk.
I headed to Taiwan and we just kept talking. At first I was very doubtful because of course Taiwan, America, Asia, it's far. 1,000 miles apart, 1,000 miles away.
It's more than 1,000.
Yeah, more than 1,000. Thousands.
It's over 3,000 miles.
3,000. Not 10,000.
No.
Okay.
So we started talking. And I told her that in 2017, in March, I was going to come see her. And it's kind of funny, but when I went to get on my plane, my plane got delayed for a day, so I ended up arriving a day late. She didn't think I was coming. And then she almost didn't come to meet me when we had set the time to meet, but she showed up.
Yeah, that was at Chupei, Taiwan, and he rented a hotel there at Chupei Station.
Yeah, right there at the train station. I rented a
Train
hotel.
station. Yeah, and yun, doon kami nagkita, doon kami unang nag-meet. And we went to which mall? Big City Mall. Para doon kami namasyal kami, and yun, doon kami nag-start na personally ay mag-usap.
She was scared to come meet me.
I was scared because he was really a big guy at the time. What else?
And then I asked you to marry me, and you said yes. And this was in March. And we talked about it and decided that she would go back home in October.
Yeah.
And
October 2018.
Yeah, October 2018. And the day she landed, I landed the same day. But my plane was delayed again, and she thought I wasn't coming. But I wasn't but about 4 hours late.
Yeah.
And then I got there sometime around 1 o'clock in the morning. And I stayed for 27 days. And we went to Banatan Island, and we went to her little hometown, and I can't never pronounce it. And
he met my family in Cebu.
We went to an amazing restaurant in Cebu called the Viking. It was amazing food.
Vikings.
And then
That's in SM Cebu.
And then after the 27 days, I went home and started the visa process to get her here. And I started the visa process. Part of the visa process is you have to be in their home country and see them within a year you filing. And after the 2 trips in 2018, I didn't have a lot of money, so I had to wait till January of 2019. And I started the process and everything, got all the paperwork filed, and then everything on my end was done. And then she started getting stuff in the mail where she had to go get her, do all of her stuff, where she had to get her physical and her interview and all of that. And then finally in October of 2019, she got approved to come to the United States, so I flew back over there and spent 7 days, and we actually went to Talia volcano about 6 months. Tall volcano. It was about 6 months before it erupted, and that was neat. We got to see it and everything before.
No, it actually erupted last January, so October, November, December, January.
About
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
So 3 months before it erupted.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. It was pretty active when we were there. It was smoking and everything, and there's her video.
No, it was just a short video, actually.
Yeah, her video at the very beginning, when the channel and everything comes on, actually shows her on the volcano. But anyway, so she got here in October
2019, that was last year.
2019.
And
We went and officially got married a couple of days later because time restrictions on visa once you got here. But our actual church wedding day is today.
Today.
November 23rd of 2019 we got married, so today is our 1-year anniversary.
yeah, today is our first year anniversary, and I just hope that everything will stay the same. And we get a baby coming. I'm 5 months pregnant and with a baby girl, and I hope everything's gonna be fine.
The due date is April 2nd, which is between her birthday and my birthday, so the baby will be between mine and her birthday, so
Just 3 birthdays in one celebration. We didn't do that.
Actually 4, because my son's birthday is
Yeah,
26th.
April 26th.
If you didn't know, I was married for 16 years and then had 2 children, and then I got a divorce, and then after the divorce is when I met Ryan. So
Yeah.
I already had 2 kids from previous marriages, and my 2 other kids are 18.
He's got 5
and
wives
15.
before me.
No, I have 1 wife.
Okay, so I got a question. It's personal. How did you end up thinking of looking for a Filipina or Filipino woman?
Why did I go looking for a Filipino woman? Well, that's kind of odd. After I got a divorce and everything, I moved in with my sister for a little while to get my finances straight after I got a divorce, and then I moved. A good friend of mine had a place for rent, and I moved into his place, and his wife is Filipino, and he always talking about how wonderful Filipino women are and everything, and
Wonderful.
and he actually sent me to the site and everything, and pretty much set my account up and all that, and I was like, whatever. So I was sitting at home one night bored, because at the time I was working night shift and it was my day off and I didn't have anything to do, and so I just messaged a few people, and my beautiful wife responded, and we started talking. And
How many Filipino women
other
you
than
talked to
two,
before?
I talked to you and another woman.
What's the best thing about Filipino women?
They're kind.
Don't lie.
Well, 2 things. They're kind and they're not materialistic. My first wife was all about material things. In 16 years, I bought her 3 houses and 9 cars, and she wasn't ever happy. So it's nice being with somebody that kind of stuff
Nobody knew her. It just seems surprising.
doesn't mean anything to them.
It does, but I think if
It's not important. It's not the most important.
yeah,
thing.
but I think if you don't have that much money for that, why not wait for the time that you can have it and work hard for it? What else? What other questions that?
I don't know. You're the one asking questions.
This is unscripted, guys. I actually never thought of this. Now, what's the best thing about me? I'll tell you after. I'll cheat.
The best thing about Rhyme. The best thing about Rhyme is she's the kindest person I've ever met.
I'm not. Don't lie.
I'm not.
I'm shy. There are people coming, so I'll pause for a while. I'm not confident.
I don't care if you're confident or not. So, why did you decide to look for an American man?
because I never had a serious relationship with a Filipino guy before. Because I was not ready. And when I was ready, I was 26 years of age. And I started joining some dating sites, online dating sites. And yes, I talked to a bunch of foreigners. But then, I was not their type. There were other foreigners who came to the Philippines and they would call me and they would say that they would meet me, but no, they met another woman. And yeah, you were just...
So
I think you were just the guy that
so the other
I had been waiting.
so the other guys would come and meet not only you, but they would meet 2 or 3 women.
Perhaps because at first there was this guy who came to the Philippines. He's living in North Carolina, I think, north or south. And then at first he mentioned that he would go to the Philippines December 2016. But then a few days after that, he mentioned that he would come on September. So he told me, "Are you gonna meet me?" Something like that. So he said that he would stay in Ayala, Cebu. Then I just told him, maybe if I get time, I would meet you, something like that. But I didn't really promise because I was thinking, why would he change his mind? Why would he change his mind all of a sudden? And then I found out that, no, I mean, when he arrived in Cebu, he sent me a short video that he was already at the airport. And that he already arrived. And he also said that he was coming with his mom. So I just thought that he was there with his mom to see things around and to enjoy. So after a week after his arrival, I messaged him, how are you doing these days? I hope your mom is enjoying, Cebu, something like that. But he didn't. It was just like he didn't reply me. And I just found out that a lady working at the company I was working at, he was meeting that lady. But I didn't know the lady personally because we haven't met in person. But I just found out on Facebook that he met her. And so I think they ended up together. She took the woman here in the States. But then after a year, I think she went back to the Philippines. So I think it didn't work out. So I told myself it was really God's plan. Because I think there was something wrong with him also. So that's it.
So why did you want to keep a relationship going with me until we met?
No, it was you who kept talking.
What tell them?
Remember that I stopped messaging you for like a week, and then after that I messaged you back because I was really thinking, is he really coming for me? And I was in Taiwan, I was busy. I really had some troubles in terms of balancing the time, the work time, because I had to spend working like 12 hours in the company, and it was my first time to do that type of job, so it was not really that easy for me. And I think when you are in another country and you are surrounded by different types of people, it's prone for you to get depressed at some point.
So are you glad that I kept messaging you even when you wouldn't message me?
I think so.
I asked God, Lord, if he kept on messaging me, I would just message him back. And then you came March 2017, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 2017. And that was a year after we started talking. What else?
What else?
Sorry, I thought
Were you scared? Were you scared when you left? When you left Taiwan and went back to the Philippines? Did you think I was gonna come get you?
Yes, I was scared because I just thought maybe there was only two things that would happen, right? Positive, negative. Positive that you would come, negative that you wouldn't. And I think that you were not coming, something like that, and I already gave up my job, so I'd go back to the Philippines. I will never have a job again, and I'll start from scratch.
Were you scared when my plane was late getting to the Philippines?
I was, because I was alone at the hotel in Manila, and you know, the taxi driver tricked me. I paid like 700 pesos
To go two blocks?
To go 2 blocks from Terminal 3 going to the hotel. And I don't know what happened, because I think I was like floating that time, and I was really so tired. I was so exhausted, so I just wanted to lay down.
Were you happy when I knocked on the door at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, it was so late, right?
It was 1 o'clock in the morning when I got there.
Yes, of course, because you were the reason why I went back to the Philippines.
A part of the process is that she had to have a criminal background check for the United States, and seeing that she had lived outside of her home country for over 6 months, she had to get a background check from that country also, and that caused a lot of problems. And I'll let her explain it.
For me, the only main thing about it is that I had to go to Manila to secure for it, because they didn't have an office in Cebu, so I had to fly to Manila and file for it, and it took like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks till I got it.
And that also delayed
And it cost like 1,800 pesos.
Mm-hmm. And that also delayed you getting your medical exam and all that, if you remember. When she originally went to Manila to begin with, when she had to get her background check and everything from Taiwan, she was supposed to do her medical exam and interview then, but seeing that she didn't have that, it got delayed, and then she had to come back, what, like
No, that's not the
3 weeks later?
Yeah, supposedly, but the main thing there is that when I went to Manila, I already had my medical exam, right?
Mm-hmm.
I already got the results. There were no problems. And the main thing there was that I wasn't able to schedule for my interview, so I had to do it online. And the only most recent available slot was August 29. I think August 29, 2019, that time. And I went there like July, 2nd week of July or 3rd week of July. So I had to wait because I got nothing to do with it. It was just beyond my control. But thank God, because there was no delay. I got my K1 visa approved on the spot. There were no problems in terms of my interview with the officer. And here I am.
Yep.